Barrett has a distinction of being the Knicks' worst defender, folks. They have all of these stats now, and he's the worst guy. So right there, not a good effort sending Leonard to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity.
What up, my fellow Knicks fans? This is your guy Marcellus Ease. Don't panic quite yet. Now, it looks like Walt Clyde Frazier is calling out RJ Barrett's lack of effort in the statements that he made. But we'll take a look at some of the games from January 16th all the way to February 4th. That seems like a stretch where RJ Barrett just defensively was kind of suspect. The way he's reading these pick and rolls, whether to go under or over, is kind of weird. His defensive positioning, when the man that he's guarding actually initiates and gets the ball, is kind of off. His stance, where he's at, just small reads. But a lot of things he can do is really just effort, effort and paying attention to the small details. But without further ado, I'm not going to say no more. We just going to find out.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Alcohol, right?
Okay, so in this play right here, we're going to take a look at RJ Barrett's first step into going over this screen, which it's almost like he kind of half-ass committed. It's going to leave him with no recovery room right here. This should have been an easy basket, but they clearly missed it. Let's go back and take a look at that. Let's take a look at RJ Barrett's footing. It's almost like okay, so screen coming, doesn't really have room to go underneath. It's either he should have maybe called switch right here, but that first step is crazy that he took right here. It puts almost Dinwiddie on a straight path for a 2-on-1 against Sims. I mean, damn, look how much spacing Dinwiddie has. Jump shooter like him, I guess he's coming off that Dallas Mavericks where they shoot nothing but threes, but he could pull up anywhere right here. Look at all this spacing. They just straight up mooked it. I'm gonna go back one more time just to look at what's going on with RJ right here. What's going on? That first step is horrible. It's like he takes a step when Dinwiddie already made the turn. Oh, so he was supposed to take the step before. Let's take a look at that one more time. Okay. All right. So we're gonna take a look at it right here. So he should have read that the screen is coming. See, in order for RJ to have the good step right here, he should have occupied the space right here where the defender was about to set up the screen. That's the answer to that. But it's too late. He's completely just looking at his man. He kind of sees him in the corner of his eye, but just his first step is too late. Like right here. Look at the body positioning. Look at the angle. Small details like this, RJ, man. Hopefully after All-Star break, he makes some changes here. That should have been an easy basket. Okay, so here, once again, I question the type of reads RJ Barrett is making on these pick and rolls. Look at Ben Simmons coming up. He's going to set a pick, but RJ decides to go under the pick. And it's going to lead to an open shot around here. But once again, to avoid this type of confusion, RJ got to see the pick coming in the corner of his eye, or Hartenstein should yell out pick, pick, pick. That way, to avoid all this, RJ Barrett could make a cut right here to cut the offensive player from entering this space and to force him to come this way. This way he has it quickly backing him up, and Hartenstein. So you see, but look what happens when there's either no communication or RJ sees the pick coming too late. See? Right there. So now he tries to go around, and then look at RJ and Hartenstein. They're both going to back up. And Ben Simmons, the type of screen he sets here, I mean, in the modern NBA, this is not an illegal screen. They don't really call these anymore like that. since the screen was never originally made. So RJ gets completely trapped right here. Ben Simmons acting like he was just going this way, and RJ happened to be in his way. So it's sort of like a blocking screen, and then leaves the offensive player with enough time to make that jump shot. So let's look at it one more time. So once again, the screen never really happened, but Ben Simmons, he's acting like he's running this way now. This is modern NBA shit right here. They let this happen. This would have been a legal screen back in the day. But RJ, because he got caught, he saw everything a little bit too late. So once again, they should have yelled screen coming. And to avoid all this, RJ would take a step forward right here, forcing the offensive player to come this way, where he has quickly backing him up, and Hartenstein easy could just make a little shift over, and now he has two players backing him up. But because he got caught, look at that. That's enough time. Wow, look at the spacing right here. I think a lot of RJ's, defensive issues is reading the screens. Now on this double screen right here, look where RJ Barrett is at. He gets completely caught. Has to make a wide turn, which him doing this wide turn, his defender is already headed downhill. So he's gonna be way lagging behind his defender. I mean, look where he's at. This should have been a switch, because Dinwiddie's wide open too. Even though that would be a hard pass to make, but that's an easy basket. So let's see how this all transpired. All right, so they're coming down the court. Let's look at RJ's right here. Let's look at RJ's right here. Look at that. Look how far away he is from his man. Let's look at that one more time. Let's look at RJ right here. Trailing. This should have been a switch. This should have been a switch. RJ, I mean, once you see you have to make a wide turn like that and your man is already going downhill, this should have been a switch. Let's see if he had time to go under or make a decision. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, how is RJ reading these switches? Man, he fully committed. Let's see. Does he have time? Right here. Right here. He's way beyond his man. There's already a gap. This should have been some sort of switch. Let's see. Wait for it. Yeah, RJ, he committed too much right here. At this point, he's even behind him right here. He's way too overcommitted. He should have yelled to quick switch. That means he will be running on the direction of Dinwiddie, and then Quick will be looking this way to line up with his man. When you have to run like this, I mean, what RJ looks like he's running track right here. I mean, damn. He's way off his man. Way off. Yeah, when you have to flail your arms like that, you know you off. Look how he flails his arm right here. Look at it. Look at RJ Barrett's arms. When you have to swing your arms like that, you already know you're doing too much. Yeah, he caught Hartenstein right underneath the hoop. Either Hartenstein was gonna foul him or he was gonna score. I mean, advantage for the offensive player. Okay, so taking a look at RJ Barrett on the defensive end right here, as you're gonna see, the pick is coming. No problem here, but just looking at it, the way it develops, RJ is lined up with Capella. Should have called switch. Hartenstein will line up, right, with Brogdon. So with RJ switching, it would make a lot of sense. But once again, as we see Walt Clyde Frazier making his comments, it comes into play here because we're gonna see RJ make that switch last minute, right here. This doesn't make any sense to me. Why he was guarding Brogdon, but then made the switch to Capella. It's either you call for the switch or you stay with your man. But this confusion or just lack of communication gave Brogdon an open jumper. Right here. Look at that. That slight hesitation. Let's go back. Pick coming. No call, no switch, no switch, no switch, no switch. And then last minute right there. Why? Why is there a switch? That split second takes advantage, jump shot. These are the type of things RJ got to improve on. Once again, in this play right here, look at RJ Barrett's positioning. As the offensive player gets right past RJ like nothing. Like, let's go back. Look at his arm. Look at RJ's body. He's not even flat-footed. They were jockeying for position before. Let's look at it. Now, slow it down right here. As you can see, they're fighting for position right here. But look at RJ Barrett's arm. It's right underneath this. So look at RJ's arm. Bounce pass coming in. RJ is already thrown. He's kind of thrown off position right there. Gotta get better positioning. It's an easy turn. Could have been an N1 play. Let's look at how all this unfolded. Okay. Yeah, it's just a bad position to have his arm underneath his, because he could swing it and just throw RJ Barrett off balance, or even worse, RJ Barrett could easily get called for a foul right here. Man, as soon as he caught it, he was already off balance. Let's try it one more time. Super slow it down. What's going on over here? RJ been off balance already. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, so after this layup right here, I tell you what, they call RJ Barrett lacking right here. Look at that. His man is wide open. Easy basket. Oh, they caught him completely lacking. What happened after that make? Look at RJ. I guess he lost sight of his man. RJ should speak up. Situations like that, he could have easily said something to Grimes. Grimes was way deep. He could have covered Trae Young instead and say switch. There's no communication. By the time he put his hand up, it was already too late. Let's look at that again. Right here. He should have made communication right there. Once he saw his man was wide open, he could see down the court. He should have yelled at Grimes or someone up ahead to pick up. He got Trae Young. RJ got caught completely lacking. RJ is one of the leaders of the squad, man. He has enough power, enough, political clout where he can make commands like this, pick up, man on, I got him, switch. I don't know why this is not happening. Okay, so in this play right here, I don't know if it's like a mental relapse. It's not, there's no one going down the lane right here to actually attack. So why was RJ even facing in this direction, knowing that Brogdon was the only one and he's a three-point shooter? I mean, look at his position. By the time Brogdon catches the ball, he's not even squared up. He's in a complete recovery mode. Let's look at this again. Let's look at RJ. Look at his body position by the time the pass goes off. There's no one else attacking the lane. There's nobody else coming here about to attack the lane. And plus, Obi's there as backup if anyone does. His job is to guard the only man who's down here who happens to be a three-point shooter. I mean, RJ's positioning is in complete recovery mode. Just gives up the three. That right there is unnecessary. Okay, so in this play here off this pick and roll, let's see what happens. Okay, it looks like RJ completely gets caught off this pick. So right here, he should be calling for switch. And then since Bam is all over him like this, RJ should sort of hook his arm onto Bam a little bit and start to position his foot this way so he could stand in front of Bam or just stand with him and call for a switch. Hartenstein, of course, is gonna drop back, but they're gonna give Tyler Hero too much space, man. They're gonna give him a lot of space in here because Hartenstein is just getting in the way of Tyler Hero, but he's hoping that RJ recovers. But look at this. This is a hell of a recovery. RJ has to go all the way around. As you're going to see it play out. Look at that. Look how much space. Look at that spacing. RJ should have stuck with Bam. Bam already had his right elbow on RJ. RJ should have held on to him while the ref couldn't see, while they were stuck, and stayed with Bam. They should have called a switch right here. But Tyler Hero misses. This is why RJ, you know, the person he's supposed to defend is getting so much points. Okay, so once again right here, I remind you, RJ got 30 points in this game, but he still finished in the minus. Now we're gonna look at his positioning right here. Bam is not a threat at all, so he might as well stay his ground and just keep his, you know, in the corner of his eye, stay on Bam, but like all his focus should be on Hero right here. But watch his first step. And now look when Tyler Hero catches the ball. He just plants his 2 feet. He doesn't go in any type of direction. But look at RJ's positioning. He's going to guess first that Tyler Hero is going to go this way. Look. Why did he get faked out right there? Let's go back one more time. Look at RJ. Look at RJ's feet. He's going to go in this direction. Even though Hero just plants his feet. All Hero does is catch the ball and plant his feet. And sometimes RJ, you know, I mean, you know, something he could do off of the Kawhi Leonard tree. If you know Hero is going to catch the ball and put it at his waist, poke right now. Before he lands, poke at the ball right here because you know it's going to be right here. He's in the air. He has to come down with the ball. More than likely, he's going to be at his waist. RJ could have poked right there as soon as he came down. But once again, look at RJ's body. For some reason, he goes this way. See, he went that way. All Hero did is land. I'm gonna replay it real slow. We're gonna look at Hero just landing. Okay, we're gonna look at Hero. Hero just lands. You see that? He just landed. That's it. But RJ, for some reason, is still gonna go this way. It's real bad. But good recovery by RJ. But I don't know, his positioning be off sometimes. It's a good recovery. Hero missed, but still, I don't know why RJ got faked out like that. But once again, when Hero lands with the ball, it'll be good for RJ to poke right here. You see how Hero's up in the air? RJ could have just stepped up and try to poke the ball right here or here. Wherever he lands, aim at his waist. Because look, you know he's going to bring the ball down. It's not like he's going to jump and hold the ball in the air. That's like kind of habit. But once again, look at Hero. He just lands. He lands straight. Usually players kind of take their momentum and go in one direction, but he didn't. He just landed straight. But look at RJ. He gets faked out. But all Hero did is just stand straight. Okay, so right here, we're going to look at RJ's positioning once again. Bam tries to hand the ball off, but he fakes it because RJ is right underneath the screen, which is perfect. He still could defend Hero. But watch, we all know already that they're trying to hand the ball off to Hero, right? So RJ should jump right here. Jump right here to at least disrupt whatever is going on right here. He should just jump it. Might as well, because you already know what they're trying to do. See right here, we all know he's gonna hand the ball off. RJ should have jumped it. As soon as that turn happened, he should have jumped it. Let's see that again. Right here, he should have started jumping it right here. He could have jumped it. Just going this way. He could have took a step forward this way. It could have jumped it. Look at that handoff. That shit is crazy. All right, so RJ goes underneath the screen, but they're gonna run it back again because they're picking at RJ here. Now RJ, what he should do is use this elbow right here to kind of nudge him to make a wider turn instead of Hero making this sharp turn. RJ should use his elbow to kind of nudge him a little bit so he can make like a wider turn. Well, okay, they got him on the screen. Hartenstein is hoping that RJ is gonna recover because looks like the Knicks make the bigs drop back. And good thing by Quick helps out. But only thing Quick should do, swipe. Because Hero's not even looking at Quick really. He should swipe. Overall, this is good recovery by RJ. Just the initial positioning. You know, there's little things like that RJ could improve. He should start disrupting some of these screens. Because in this game, Nick clearly was picking at him. Okay, so in this play right here, this is crazy. The Knicks got to start disrupting some of these screens. Look at Hero right here. Hero's going to run all the way around. They're going to run it like a double screen. There's one screen on RJ already. There's one screen here. But Hero's still not open. Okay, so Evan right here, Evan could have helped out also. They're gonna run a screen right here for Hero to get the ball, but Evan could have hedged it. He could have completely hedged it and forced Hero to make even a wider turn. Yeah, Evan could have edged it right here. He could have been hedged it. He could have stayed right there and just seen the play happening and force Hero. He could still recover. He could still force Hero to make a wider turn by getting in his way. They could have hedged this. But look at RJ off that second screen. Already stumbling. Right here, RJ should have called switch, man. This should have been a switch. But look how RJ is going to run across. He's already off balance. And he has to run all the way. He's going to end up running all the way across. And if you know you have to run all the way across like that to catch up to your man, you should have switched. Okay, good play by Hartenstein. Hartenstein forces Hero to take like a wider turn. Well, he should have fully committed. Look at RJ. RJ still trying to catch up to Hero, which is unreal. If you know you have to run across the court to catch up to your man, you should have switched. And of course, it's going to lead to an open three. Okay, so look at this play off the inbound. Eric Spoelstra just designed a nice play to run on RJ right here. Oh, man. Let's see. This is the first screen on RJ. This is the first screen, but it's a fake out. Man right here is going to curl. So RJ is going to follow him, but this is the real screen right here. See, they're picking on RJ this whole game. And remember, RJ, he dropped 30 points this game, but just a lot of plays on the defensive end that he was involved with, he gave up points. Look at that. Bam runs the real screen. Wow, for the open shooter. This is what I'm saying. RJ is the weak link. They're picking at RJ in this game. Beautiful play designed by Spoelstra, man. Ooh, the Heat coach is legendary for this. Genius play. Look at the fake out. It's going to be a fake out right here. Fake out to the real screen. Ooh, caught RJ lovely off of that. See? They're picking at the weak link right there. All right, so in this play right here, they're going to run a pick and roll to get the mismatch right on Jimmy Butler with RJ. And it was way too easy for good old Jimmy boy right here. We're going to see how it plays out, and then we're going to go over what RJ Barrett could have did different. Okay. So we're going to see what RJ could have did different here. So, okay, they get the mismatch. Good old Jimmy. But look at Jimmy Butler's post-up arm right there. This arm right here, RJ should have knocked it down and get in front of it. This is the arm he got to get in front of. to at least distract Tyler Hero to like make a little hesitation, like, okay, what I'm gonna do. He could have slowed it down and then he could have looked for someone else. But RJ, if he fought hard to get in front of him by trying to get over on this arm, that's how he could have avoided that mismatch. See right there, he still had time, but this is the arm you want to take advantage of in situations like this as a defender. But Jimmy Butler, of course, see the off arm. See, now he's in position. Once again, this is the arm you want to slingshot yourself off of. You know who's famous from doing this? If you look back, I think Kobe and Jordan, they got a lot of steals. You know, just slinging themselves off of this arm right here, getting in front of it, jockeying for position. But this is the arm they normally took advantage of to get the steal right here, or at least, you know, to make Tyler Hero second guess himself and pass the ball somewhere else. But this is like way too easy for Jimmy Butler. Oh, he scored way too easily. Okay, so in this play right here, you're gonna see why RJ Barrett in this game dropped 30 points but still was in the minus. No communication right here on the screen. Look at that. Both him and Grimes. They definitely got caught up. Tyler Hero didn't even have to make a move. He didn't do anything. Let's look at it again. Look at Hero. He doesn't even make a move. Jimmy Butler about to do a screen. Once again, Miami, they already know RJ is a weak link when it comes to these screens. He's going to do a fake out and just cut across. Look at that. Look at good old Jimmy boy. And he was open too. Not only Jimmy Butler was open off that initial screen, because it would be hard to make that pass over them or even bounce pass. They would have to make the pass to this guy and then he hits Jimmy. But I mean, if he was closer, he could have made the pass right here and then he passed the ball to Jimmy. But just, I mean, Jesus. Not only Tyler Hero didn't even make a move, Jimmy Butler just cut to the hoop. No one's really on him. And look, no communication. And this is RJ got to take fault for that because, like I said, he's one of the figureheads of the Knicks. He's one of the leaders. He has the clout to yell, to make commands. But good thing Tyler Hero, he missed this shot. So it is what it is. But you guys, once again, see the positioning. And you guys see why sometimes it's fool's gold when you see the stat line. RJ got 30, but when you look at the other you know, things that went on, that 30 points kind of got negated. Now these are one of the plays that Walt Clyde Frazier was talking about. As we're gonna see here, RJ is gonna get caught napping. See, when you see Walt Clyde Frazier make criticisms on RJ like that, you get a better understanding. Completely got caught napping. RJ just stares at the rebound right here. See, the play happens in here, goes up, but RJ is just, look at that. His eyes are just here. And he gets caught napping completely. Look at RJ. Just keep looking at RJ right here. And then you're going to see Hero make his cut. He's going to go around and make his cut. Look at RJ. Completely napping. And then he quickly tries to recover, but it's too late. Hero hits that shot. So you guys begin to see some of the stuff that Walt Clyde Frazier was talking about. Okay, so RJ Barrett right here, he knows he has Bam around. He just bumped into him, he feels him. Tyler Hero's up top right here. So RJ should already know once the ball comes around, once it swings around, he should already know what's coming. All right, so Tyler Hero gets the ball right here. What RJ should have did is move right here. Force Hero this way, where you got two guys backing you up. But RJ gets completely caught on the screen. Now the Knicks and Tibbs, they clearly play some sort of drop down defense with the bigs, where they're hoping that they get in the way and that RJ or whatever guards or perimeter players, they recover and get back to the original person they were defending. But this is way too much space and time for a player like Tyler Hero. Once again, let's look at it again. From the very beginning. See, you're gonna see RJ run into Bam. He knows Hero's right here. The ball swinging around. So once it swings around right here, and he knows quickly, and Jericho Sims is right here because he knows Bam's man is nearby. step up and force Hero this way. So yeah, right here, he should have stepped up right here. Fuck up that screen from happening. But no, get caught up again. His positioning is just off. And his awareness. Just this small reads like that, RJ can make a lot of slight improvements, you know? All right, so right here, here's another play that kind of negates that 30 points that RJ, end up dropping in this game, because he's involved in way too many plays where the other team end up scoring. And they're going to run some sort of double screen with Bam running into the post. And it's really to get this man open right here. As you're going to see it play out. And look at RJ. Once again, this whole running around the court. When you have to run all the way around like that, something is wrong. You should already know that. Look at that. 3 Knicks on 1 shooter. Guy open in the corner. And then this is really who the play was ran for right here. It's going to lead to open jumper. Let's look at that one more time. Let's look at the original screen. Look down here. He's going to set the screen. You're going to see Bam. And look what happens when Bam makes his cut. Bam makes his cut. RJ, once again, once he turns the screen and he finds himself having to run around the 3-point line, something is off. You should know that already. It's too many times we've seen this in this whole segment that I'm doing right here. But we've seen RJ just running around like fucking merry-go-round. Like, what's going on here? I'm gonna look at that one more time. Screen set. What could have RJ done different right here? You got caught, but Obi's still on this guy, which is fine. Ooh. Okay. Hartenstein right here should have stepped up. They should have hedged. He should have stepped up and forced Tyler Hero to go this way. Instead, let me see what Hartenstein does here. He did, okay. He did the hedge. Now, Barrett sees Hartenstein hedging. He should have followed Bam. But yeah, he's still running. Why is his hands up? I don't know. Maybe he thought Hartenstein made the wrong move, but Hartenstein actually made the right move. It's Barrett. Barrett should have followed Bam for the mismatch. But Obi picked up Bam, and now Obi's man is open. Yeah. Okay, so in this play right here, RJ gets caught again in the pick and roll. But look at Hero. He was able to drop the ball right here and nobody even be around him. That helped defense by Hartenstein and Evan was trash. Holy shit. We're going to take a look at that again. Okay, RJ gets caught by Bam. And look. Okay, it's good kind of poke by McBride. Kind of force. McBride did his job right here. He forced Tyler Hero to drop the ball the way he did because he got in his way. But just damn, he dropped it way in front of himself in the paint. And Evan and Hartenstein, damn, just too late. He literally dropped the ball for them to steal it. They still didn't steal it. This play right here is not on RJ, but it's like, damn, the help defense is not that good either. Let's take a look at it one more time. Just want to see what could have RJ done different. Read the pick. Yeah, the pick is the pick. All right. Yeah, look at that first drop. That ball is literally right here. And nobody's there to even take a swipe at it. It's crazy. Here's what it is. Okay, so right here, RJ Barrett, once again, his positioning. We're going to pay attention to him. He's right here. He's going to follow Hero around, but it's where he lands in his initial positioning. Okay, so RJ right here, he's not ahead of Hero. It's not like he's in the area where he's like in he could have like a little dig steal. He's not in that type of area between the ball handler and his man. He's not in that little area, you know what I'm saying, to intercept the pass. So watch his positioning. Why does he need to go ahead like that? I don't get that. He's Hero open. That's enough space for Hero right there. So once again, why does he need to see? There was no reason for that. Once again, going back, he's not ahead of his man. Pay attention to RJ right here. See, he's not ahead of him. So there was no reason for that. There was no reason for that. All he had to do was just plant his feet. His man was already way ahead of him. There was no reason to even try to risk it. So small positionings, you know, like that can help RJ out. But this is what Walt Clyde Frazier was talking about. You know when you have to make a little 180 spin like that, doing little Michael Jackson moves against a guy like Tyler Hero. There's too much space for Tyler Hero right here. That's what he wants. You know it's over. Okay, so once again right here, RJ Barrett, very, very weak on the post-up game. He's got to really jostle for position before the player even gets the ball. Kawhi got an easy layup. He just missed it. But it was way too easy. Way too easy. See, right here, RJ Barrett, he has to jostle for position because his post-up defense is really weak. But this arm of Kawhi Leonard right here, his post-up arm, RJ is going to have to use that to slingshot himself in front of Kawhi. But this was way too easy. Just 1 or 2 moves. Look at Kawhi. He just straight up missed it. Here's what it is. Okay, so right here, once again, post-up defense with RJ. He's posted up on PG-13. And, of course, Paul George is much bigger than RJ Barrett. But look at the post-up game. Woo! Damn. PG shook RJ right there. You know what? Forget the replay. Let's just see how RJ could have jostled for position much better right here. See, okay, so basically this is the post-up arm by PG right here. RJ gotta get in front of this. This is the arm he has to be battling from the jump to get in front of PG. So you see, like, since they were battling right here, he's gotta stay on that one arm. That's the arm he has to stay on to get right in front of him. But it's too late. PG shakes RJ, splash. Okay, so in this play right here, you're gonna watch and see RJ guarding PG-13, but watch. Okay, so this is what the Knicks do. Off this pick and roll here, Sims is gonna, you know, kind of act like he's gonna guard Paul George, but at the end of the day, he's gonna like just get in the passing lane and back off. And play some sort of drop coverage. That's just what the Knicks do. But this is PG-13, you know, you really can't play that type of defense on him. You can't drop back because he could pop from there. So in this initial play right here, see, once RJ kind of sees the screen, should have jumped ahead of it to disrupt it, or look at his positioning right here. You should call for switch because this is PG-13. I know the Knicks like playing this type of defense, but on Paul George, if it was like Batum or someone else, maybe, but on Paul George, you should call a switch or try to jump this early to disrupt the screen. But the Knicks, they like playing this type of defense. And then if somehow Paul George drive to the lane, you know, right here, you know, he'll help out. Brunson would help out. And then Sims would try to recover in case he made a pass to his man. This is the type of ice defense the Knicks play. It's sort of like, you know, next man up is going to try to get in the passing lane or just try to disrupt the shot. But this play right here, once again, I understand Sims is going to back off, pretend like he's going to go at PG-13. And then RJ is supposed to recover and try to block the shot, but you can't play this type of defense on Paul George. RJ right here, he should have tried to interrupt this. So going back to the initial play, RJ's head is on a swivel. Now he should have peeped Zubac coming through, potentially gonna set up this screen to disrupt it. Step up right here, and Zubac's probably gonna try to go around and run a second screen, but this is how you disrupt these things, because remember, this is PG-13 right here, so he could shoot from right here, or he's good at driving. So I guess, you know, RJ, in a way, he should have deviated right here, because you can't play the standard Tibbs type of defense right here. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work right here. Too much space. Yeah, he's gonna kill you from right there. Too much space. Okay, so the type of defense I was referring to in that last replay with RJ giving up that 3-point shot to PG-13 is this sort of coverage right here, as you're gonna see it play out. This sort of ice coverage that Tibbs likes to run. So quickly he's gonna come help out on Kawhi, and then Randall covers here. Then Brunson covers here. Then Jericho Sims is supposed to cover here if the pass goes there, but it doesn't. So this is the type of coverage I was referring to that Tibbs likes to run. So one more time. So one more time for you. Quickly helps out. So look at Randall. He's looking at Quickly's man. He's going to cover here. Brunson is going to run here. And Jericho Sims is supposed to cover if the pass goes there. So this is a prime example of that defense I was referring to in that last replay. At the Knicks were going to run if P3 attacked the lane. But instead he pulled up for the 3. But that was this is perfect. This is the defense I was referring to. This sort of coverage. But Tibbs loves that ice defense. So once again, right here, you're going to take a look at the coverage. And this time with RJ on Kawhi. RJ gets caught up in that screen. And then watch, you're going to see Grimes try to be in that drift defense position, trying to get that steal. He's going to reach in to try to slow Kawhi down. But everyone's on recovery mode. You see Brunson right here. Brunson's on recovery mode for this man. And then if he sort of gets past Brunson and tries to kick out a 3, guys are going to try to cover the outside shooters. But just going back to RJ, there's nothing you could do right here. This is Kawhi's sweet spot. Bucket. But you're going to look at everyone rotating. This is what I want you guys to see. Okay. So this is actually nice hedge defense right here. Forces Kawhi out, and Hartenstein played it nice. That's what he was supposed to do. Forces Kawhi way out. Take a look at that again. Look at Hartenstein. Perfect. This is how you're supposed to play it. Forces Kawhi to take a step out. Allows RJ to recover. And then Grimes, perfect position. This is where you dig. This is where you poke the ball right here, because you know he's gonna bring it up to his waist or his chest. So you kind of stick your arm out here, kind of delay him from attacking the lane. But Kawhi too strong, and he's a mid-range shooter, man. He's nice at that. Nothing you could do there. I don't really fault RJ here. I just want you guys to see the kind of defense the Knicks play. Once again, right here, a good play that you see a lot of good defenders do is get ahead of the screen right here on Zubac. But right here, the Knicks allowing Kawhi to get in his sweet spot. RJ gets hit with the double screen. See, I don't know why Tibbs right here plays this type of defense. They should call switch, because you can't play drop back defense off the screen with a mid-range shooter like Kawhi. I mean, this whole area right here is his area. Everywhere right here. It's areas he loves to shoot at. Like, this is too easy for a guy like Kawhi. Way too easy. Let's go back. So right here, yeah, RJ gets ahead of that screen. He should know it's coming again. It's either he should have went under or right away call for the switch. See, this is where I think Tibbs' defense has to get some sort of adjustment when it comes to stars on the wings. Guys like Kawhi and PG-13, you can't play this type of drop back defense just to get in Kawhi's way, just to stop him from driving. Gotta call switch right here, because all this is his area once again. And look at Sims. He's gonna drop back just to get in his way so RJ can recover, but RJ is not gonna be able to recover off that screen. Let's go back. I want to go back to when he gets hit the second time with the screen. Right here. Kind of should have went under. If RJ is going to stick to his man, he should have went under this screen right here. Or Sims should have said something. Screen, screen, screen. So he can go under. Because it's better to let Kawhi pull up from 3 than to pull up from the mid-range. Yeah, the second screen. RJ has plenty of time. He should know Zubac's coming with that second screen. Could have went under. See how he went under? He could have occupied this hit area right here. I just hate this type of coverage that the Knicks run on superstars at the wing. It's just not gonna work. Okay, so right here is another prime example of RJ, just his positioning on these screens. Look how close Zubac is to RJ already. Sims is right there. Could call screen. RJ could get a feel. Alright, knows he's coming. You step up right here. Step up. Disrupt that screen. But look how he gets caught. I mean, you already knew the man was there. Look how wide of a turn he's making. This wide turn even makes Zubac wide open. Sims has no choice. He better not play that drop back coverage. He might as well stick to Kawhi right here, which he does. But look at RJ's positioning the whole time. Just pay attention to his positioning. This is what he has to work on. The positionings off these screens and reading the screens. I mean, this is too easy for Kawhi anyway. Right here, step up, step up, step up. And then on the second screen, if Zubac runs it again, step up again. Disrupt those. This is a lot of time. A lot of time. He had a lot of time to get that feel. Look how much. 1, 2, 3. He had plenty of time. Like, I can't even do the milliseconds. God damn. But he had plenty of time to feel that Zubac's right there setting the screen. Step ahead of that and disrupt that. And too wide of a turn. Damn. Okay, so right here in the overtime, they had switched RJ off of Kawhi because he was getting cooked all game, all throughout the fourth quarter. So they switched them off. They had Randall guarding Kawhi. But in this play right here in the overtime, I want you to see off this switch when RJ's right back on Kawhi. RJ actually plays this play perfect. Right here. He plays it perfect. The refs, I don't know how, but they gave him a foul in this call. Of course, they're going to give Kawhi a call. But the reason why I'm going over this play right here, because RJ plays it lovely with his left hand. This is the way you're supposed to play defense on a play like this. Let's see. All right, so Kawhi right here. He's kind of fighting it off, but you're supposed to go for the shot block attempt with this arm right here, the inside arm, which is RJ's left. So he actually plays it perfect. Sometimes guys, they try to block the shot with their right hand, which they have to reach over. But he attempts to block it. Of course, he's a lefty with his left hand. This is something I want you guys to, just to pay attention to. But I don't know how the refs gave Kawhi this call. They just, we get no respect. RJ actually played this perfect. We get no respect. I just don't see it. They get RJ on the switch. Kawhi makes his way down. It seems like he's already losing the ball. But RJ actually played this perfect. It's just unfortunate they gave Kawhi the foul. At the end of the day, Walt Clyde Frazier was right for calling him out, because everything it comes down to is his lack of effort. Can't be last on the team on defense. It doesn't make any sense. That's just straight up effort. And a lot of things I pointed out is just paying attention to the details. But especially when you combine RJ Barrett just having an average shooting percentage, kind of being a slight bit of a volume shooter, and his defense is just not there on top of that. It doesn't make for a good mix. He got the large contract in the offseason. He's comfortable. You know you're going to be on this roster for a long time. You're pretty much, your position is solidified, and it's time to get to it. There's nothing second guessing you with, you know, trade rumors, etc., that's holding you back. So hopefully we'll see him make improvements. And we see this from the legends all the time. They stay calling out players, but at the end of the day, it serves as a motivation for them to get up to the next level. So until next time, you fellas stay safe. Peace.